Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome from us. This is the Tsu-calm-i podcast, Finding Calm in Life's Storm from Eszter and Donna. And we are at the 28th episode today. After about 20 months, yes, our last episode. And today we thought we'd talk about what is the title of our podcast, which is Tsu-calm-i. Which is like a created concept by us. And so, how to find the calm in life's storm.
Yeah, I think that's what I guess everyone, I don't want to say everyone, but a lot of people are always looking for a bit more peace in their mind because we have a lot of mind chatter. I call it mind chatter. Um, and I think sometimes it's nice to quieten that down, which actually you can do. And for me, I probably sometimes am at the effect of other people's behaviors that trigger my mind chatter again.
Oh, yeah. So the storm is not necessarily just outside, but it can be in us to
Yeah,
begin
it's
with.
what I'm reacting to. Um, it could be someone that ignores me, maybe, or avoids me in particular.
So
And
that triggers you.
that triggers me. Yeah, yeah. And oh,
Me too.
I take it personally, actually. I take it personally to begin with. Yeah.
So that might be the cause that it is touches you so sensitively.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a lot
Do
of.
you have, like, without names, an example, like a concrete something?
I think maybe if someone doesn't get back to me, so
And they promised.
yeah, it's broken promises. Yeah, that will break in an agreement. I think that
I am in self-development in a way, and I learned there that the broken promises hurt more from others when we also broke some promises with ourselves. So,
yeah,
in
yeah,
other
yeah,
ways, the thing that is bothering us in others we might have an issue with that character in us too,
what you mean, like it flags up when I broke my promise to someone in the past. Yeah,
or no, or with yourself.
or with myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what, for example, do you think? What would be your what
Well,
did you do
like
to
we
break
are
your
women and we sometimes talk about losing weight, you know. And when you so I think about this like as a wish that we have, and we kind of wait for us when will it happen, and we know that we have this, but the promise can also manifest as like I prioritize this back, not so forward as it should be, because
Hmm.
it's really really important by now, because I want to, I don't know, lose weight since a year now. It didn't happen.
Yeah. And what do you think how does that affect you, do you think?
I'm
By
disappointed in myself then.
yeah, yeah. So then you're disappointed in yourself, and then something happens when someone disappoints you, and it just reignites your own disappointment. Is that what you mean?
Maybe. I don't know if it works like that, but it certainly is a um, sensitive, let's say, area in me.
Yeah. It is really interesting when you say about weight, actually, because I know when I was younger, I was never happy with my weight. But now I look at old photos, like from 30 years ago, and I'm like, why was I worried about my weight?
I'm, I'm like
It's
10 kilos more than I was back then. And I was thinking that I'm not something is not all right. Actually, I wish I wish now if I could be like that
Yeah,
in my weight.
yeah. And we're not the only ones, I don't think, are we? And there's a lot of,
Probably not.
I think there's a lot of quick fixes on the market. Because
Like around weight. Yeah, yeah. There are certainly some that are even not really healthy, but you can lose weight fast.
yeah, yeah,
Never tried.
yeah, it's like, and I guess when I've heard about the fasting, and I've done it myself,
Mhm,
which was helpful, but also I think you have to have like my perception, this is an all-round balance in your food intake. So if you're fasting and you're vegetarian, for example, like I am, um, is
mhm,
to make sure you've got enough protein, even if you're fasting, and yeah, just seeing how your body goes with it. So I think we need to be a bit more careful with our bodies
mhm.
when we're losing weight, I think.
Yeah. I don't believe exactly that because sometimes I fast in the mornings. I don't eat breakfast, and I found it a good way to lose some weight. That then I eat everything I like.
Mm.
But my code is, or my conduct is in this, is that I eat what is what I really like to eat. I don't eat when so out of obligation that I have to eat something. I maybe then I just don't eat. Even the times, so how many times I eat, I don't eat from obligation, and that I learned from my previous boss. I really like how she said to me, I just only eat when I feel I like to eat.
When she's hungry, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I follow like a body guided diet, what my body really likes to eat. And sometimes, so it's not like the chocolate. So it's not what it craves to eat, but it's like what I feel with a pretty clear feelings that I need. And sometimes lately I'm really into celery. I really like the
Yeah,
raw
yeah, yeah, yeah.
celery.
Yeah. Raw food's good. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And then it's interesting because it's amazing how it unsettles you, your calm when you're not happy with your weight, your food. And I think I've seen online about the GLP-1 gene. Have you heard about that? That
no.
there's I don't know, it's something about how some people I can't remember exactly what was said, but some of us have it, some of us don't, and the ones that do have it don't, they eat when they're hungry. I think I got it right around the
Yeah, then I heard about it in a Netflix documentary about gut health. Yes, yes, I definitely.
yeah.
So the sensation of fullness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Hmm.
Yeah. And some people
Right.
have it and some
Yeah.
people don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still can't get my head around it that I'm just wondering like when we was young, when we was babies and when we was toddlers or we were at the effect of our parents or our caregivers
Yeah.
and we went into their routine maybe. And I talk from personal experience as well when I was a single mum with two young children. I remember I had to get my eldest to nursery and I had to stop feeding my younger one to get
Hmm.
the older one. So
That might influence
it might
the.
have influenced,
Hmm.
yeah, because
Wow. Hmm.
she became a grazer,
Hmm.
like eating little and often. And I'm just wondering
Hmm.
if I had an impact on that for her,
Yeah.
which I kind of feel guilty for, but at the time it was just I had to handle it however I could. So I'm wondering if it's behaviors of when we were young
Hmm.
that have an impact on us and our eating habits.
Certainly. And also other things. How do we react to the impressions that we get? I think
Oh my
it
goodness.
has an effect on
I know
the
the
understanding.
media. the media, like, I know when I was younger, or even before my time, there was like the model Twiggy was very, very slim.
Squeaky, yeah,
Yeah,
she
and
was.
then we had a lot slimmer models. It was in my when I was a teenager, it was very, very skinny, the models.
Mhm.
And that's why I look back at my photos and I'm thinking I was really quite small, but I felt big compared to the
Yeah. They also say that when you're in a certain mood, then you can search for some characteristic and so, something will bother you, or when you are generally feeling good, then nothing is really bothering you. And for example, when you mentioned Twiggy, the figure didn't come to me, the face, because
Mm,
I love a beautiful face.
yeah. But it's the trend has I think it's trends that change over time.
Yeah, trends are changing.
Like more curvy models now are more I'm not saying more acceptable, but just people's perspectives have changed. Um, really. And I think it definitely has an influence on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the world is going to a direction that we accept more viewpoint, more
Maybe.
perspective, or like an accepting direction, or like separation, or like
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I don't think there's one human, unless you're identical twins, triplets.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
We're all very unique. I think even twins can be unique. My nieces are twins and they're very unique. Um,
mhm.
but how can we define, maybe it's the definition. How can we define what is accepted? Because we're all different.
So I think it's leading back to how can you find your inner calm, because I think it all depends on our own moral code, or our own values that we carry with us.
Mm.
And if we compromise them because of something, I think that already creates a storm,
Yeah.
kind of big.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if everyone walked around and they were comfortable in their own skin? If they had the idea, I'm comfortable in my own skin, how more peaceful everyone would be.
Yeah, yeah, totally different. Yeah, I'm comfortable in my own skin. Yeah.
Yeah. I can hear a noise there. Is that the cat?
You can accept things. Yes, that is a kitty. Just a moment. I take away her toy. So we have a young, young lady kitty.
But yeah, I think it really is that, yeah, if everyone could be a little bit more comfortable with their own bodies, whatever shape.
Yeah, and look how much we talk about just the outlook, the body, and what are all the sea of characteristic and traits that we have inside that we are not satisfied enough.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
I could be more smarter here or there, or I could be more like what I have problem with myself. I could be more confident. I could express myself more with more ease. Why can I do that? And actually, I'm gonna teach or present some ideas next week in the company where I work about self-compassion. So when I talk and I admit this shows me that I'm just a human.
Yeah. Yeah.
from that I already learned about self-compassion, and that I know that being kinder to myself and speaking kinder words to myself, these old programmings, what I bring from my past is here and there still uh, in work at work.
Yeah, I was just thinking what we could tell the listeners, like what tips or something we can share that we've learned. And I think what you just
Something to take away or something.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I think being kind to yourself first is probably a good first step. But also, I think it's really about having the courage to take action and get out your comfort zone a little bit, and discipline.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I think also setting yourself a realistic goal, not an ideal goal. And this is how I look at it. If I want to lose weight, I'd like to be so,
Yeah.
yes, a stone lighter, but actually the reality is half a stone lighter. I don't know what it is in kilos, I can't remember, but um, it's just like going for a realistic goal.
They say that when you have a kind of a good evaluation about yourself, so you, in your own eye, you are kind of a good, capable person, then you set yourself goals that are a bit challenging, but not impossible to make, because
Yeah,
a bit of a challenge is where you can grow.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think
yeah,
having and lowering your expectation,
yeah,
like
yeah.
rather than an expectation here, it's
Hmm.
just start here
Hmm.
and you get more success.
Yeah, yeah. Why? Yeah, and also sometimes we wanna go all the way right now, like in one day, like I want to do everything at once, and just missing that this is a step by step thing,
Yeah, yeah. And
not a one night.
I think as well is do things that you enjoy. If you want to do more exercise, do
Mhm.
the exercise that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I think you do dancing. You love dancing.
Yeah, yeah, and now I also started to thinking about dancing. That when I did it last year, I had a bit of a different motivation about it, because I also wanted to lose some weight, but now I don't have a problem with my how I look at the moment, so I have now a different kind of motivation
Mm.
to um, also to feel something when I'm there, or to enjoy it, or it's a
Yeah.
little bit not so forced at the moment. That, for example, I was very tired the other day when there was a dance class, and I didn't force myself to go, because I was tired, and when I was a bit more, let's say, desperate to lose the weight with the dancing, then I push myself to the class. Like,
Mm.
I have to
I
go.
would imagine that you've got your attention is slightly different as well, because there's less attention on on your
Yeah,
size and more attention on the rhythm and the dancing, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, and that's more enjoyable too.
Yeah. Enjoyment, that's key.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I always liked workouts where there was some music. So when I was going to college, I went to spinning classes because there's also good music there. I went to dancing, I went to Zumba. I haven't tried a Kangoo because I was frightened that it's too too much cardio, but
Mm.
I am kind of curious about
I
that too.
think I think what is really important is there is something for everyone out there. There is something for everyone.
Yeah, it's also something to believe, if you can believe this. There is something. You maybe maybe you search for it, and you haven't found the perfect one, but there is somewhere.
There's so many different things. I mean, if if money is tight, then you can go walking, you can do running. If you don't like that, you can also go swimming. I don't know. There is, and you can do a lot of things from home if you don't
Yeah,
want to go out. Yeah, so I think there's all sorts of it's finding your rhythm.
yeah, creativity, but
Mm.
also creativity is possible. Thinking creatively and thinking possibilities and being relaxed about it. I think it's easier and it's more possible when we are kinder to
Yeah,
ourselves and we accept that, oh, that we is not a failure. We are not a failure if we haven't found a perfect, not just in the way of sport, but
yeah,
anything. We haven't found a perfect
yeah. I never
way to
dreamed.
solve a situation, a life situation, or whatever.
Yeah,
But then if we are more accepting with that, okay, that's what it is, and like just give yourself a break and
give
then
yourself a break. Give
sleep with
yourself a
it.
break. I
Yeah.
think like I never dreamed I'll be at the gym. For many, many years, I didn't go to the gym, that one of the physical weights and the dumbbells.
Mhm.
And I changed my perspective. I went and had a little bit of guidance with how to use the weights because I used to get overwhelmed and
Mhm.
shy when I walk in the gym and I don't want to look stupid and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, so now I really, really enjoy it. But also, when I see someone coming into the gym for the first time, I have so much more appreciation for them. And I'm like, go on, well done for coming into the gym and giving it a go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That I think a very, very important element, the community, that we are not alone in this
Everyone starts
world.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Everyone starts somewhere.
you bump into people inevitably, and
Yeah.
this is also can be a source of motivation,
Yeah, I think if
appreciation,
you can have,
encouragement.
yeah, I think if you've got some doubts about going out and doing stuff, just remember when you go to a class or you see other people doing the exercise that you want to do, they started at some point.
Hmm. And we tend to forget
Everyone
it.
starts somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Feel like
Thank you for sharing the viewpoints.
yes.
It was
Yeah.
very uh, ex exciting, yes, and yeah, exhilarating. I
Yeah.
wanted to say, yeah,
And I hope someone, yeah, would feel that sharing perspective has helped them too.
yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you in live or here. Have a wonderful day
Thank
and
you. See
thank
you
you.
soon.
Bye.